Ned, let's talk about current events, okay? What's happening with current events?
Well, what I'd suggest to your viewers, Sam, is watch very carefully what is going on over in Europe this week. The G20 is meeting, and the plan is that Barack Obama will be going over there. And what you're going to see with this G20 group, and let me explain that term. G20 stands for the 20 governments or the 20 countries that have the most financial influence in the world. It's an extension of a group that met here back in the fall after the engineered economic collapse. It was a group called the G7. Now the G7 consists of the United States, France, and other of the 7 major countries. Sometimes they call themselves the G8, which includes Russia. But since Russia has been somehow balking at the plans of the central bankers, they were not included in this meeting back in the fall. Well, that meeting I described in my newsletters as a national disgrace because that was, and the national disgrace was a photo taken of these foreign central bankers standing on the steps of the U.S. Treasury. And I described how, in the newsletters, how the banking of the United States of America has been literally taken over by foreign interest and global interest without even firing a single shot. Now, what's going to happen in Europe in this coming week is the extension of that, the G20, which will be the 20 most financially influential countries, will be getting together. And as I indicated in my book, Sam, which was published again back in 2001, and this was based on experience I happened in 1984, what you're going to see happen in Europe is that the financial and banking systems globally will be restructured by this G20 group. And you will see in the announcements that come out from this group, and in all likelihood directly from the words of our President Barack Obama, indications that we are leading toward a one world government, a one world financial system, a one world currency through the International Monetary Fund, and the control of all world banking by one world bank. And that is the New World Order. That's what these powerful people are planning on. This is not conspiracy theory, and if your viewers do their own research, and again, they do it with discernment, they will inevitably, Sam, come to the same conclusions. Conclusions that, by the way, again, I can go back to, in my own experience, back to 1984.
You know, it's interesting. You said engineered economic collapse. You slipped that in there. Engineered economic collapse. You look at the oil companies maintaining the stronghold that they have in the world today. You look at the fact that when they want things to go a certain way in this world, they regulate them. You have the most of the media controlled by these engineered people, which
Yes.
is the case.
And I'd like to address that issue about the economic engineer
Go ahead,
collapse.
you got a minute and a half.
Yeah. Well, one thing the viewers might want to do is go back and research when the economic collapse actually happened. On Friday, September 12th, there were rumors that Lehman Bank was in trouble. During that weekend, in the Federal Reserve Bank in New York, under tight security, over 200 of what the media calls the best and the brightest hunkered down, got together, and what went on in the Federal Reserve Bank, that private institution, on that weekend has never been fully or accurately reported. One of the favorite media questions is, who knew what? When did they know it? Okay? What we need to know is who attended that meeting, who were those people, what did they know when they went into that meeting, and how on Monday morning, all of a sudden, did the stock market crash? Did 2 of the largest and most powerful Wall Street firms consolidate and bring in a total of 6 others of the investment houses? How did Bank of America, over a weekend, buy Merrill Lynch, the largest brokerage operation in the world, Did you, Sam, ever try to go out and buy a house on a Saturday and close on it by Monday morning?
Ned.
And we're to be led to believe that
Yeah.
this wasn't planned and engineered for many years.
Yeah, but you see, Ned, you're a wacko, okay? You're a wacko, and that's what happens. It's funny how when you look at the press conference with the new press secretary, when they address him, something they laugh at it. The guy when he went on Tonight Show.
Research the U.S. Treasury
that's what I'm
Secretary's
saying.
background.
They have a tendency of the guy's on Sam Lesante Show. He's a wacko. Remember the guy, and they know it's fact, but they're afraid to address it.
That's why I encourage your viewers to do their own research, and they can come to their own conclusions.
And you know what, Ned? They're doing that. Okay,
Yes.
I said we're not stupid. Folks, thank you very much for watching the Sam Lesante Show. Remember, I certainly would appreciate your comments, positive or negative. Just sign your name, folks. I'd be more than happy to address them. This is called America. At least so far we're free. So far we're free. Hopefully we'll be free in the next 4 to 8 years. But remember, folks, this guy, our President of the United States, needs all the prayers he can get. And let's pray for this guy. We'll see you next time.